Welcome to RamsTV, brought to you by Desjardins Securities. As always, I am your host, Sean Kleisinger.
And it's going to be intercepted. It's going to be intercepted. Has it down at midfield.
I think we've all seen the passion that you bring. Thank you on behalf of the sponsored by Desjardins Security.
The Jets this time enough in, and not only that, they call a touchdown.
What a win it was for the Regina Rams this past Saturday in Vancouver. A big 20-10 victory over the defending national champions UBC Thunderbirds. This episode of one-on-one interviews with safety Braedy, receiver Mitch Picton, and the defensive coordinator Sheldon Gray as we look forward to the big Week 4 tilt against the Calgary Dinos. I'm with your defensive coordinator, Sheldon Gray. Sheldon, thank you for joining us here on RamsTV.
Thanks for having me.
Sheldon, your defense had a really impressive performance on Saturday night in Vancouver. 4 red zone trips by the UBC Thunderbirds, and your defense held them to only 3 points. What did you like when you went back to watch the film? What did you like from your defensive line and from your secondary, and what do you hope to carry over this week against the Calgary Dinos?
Obviously, we're impressed by the pursuit on the goal line, and they did a good job of hunkering down into their gaps and forcing the QB to hold on to the ball in that third down stand. So hopefully we continue to pressure the quarterback and continue to maintain our gaps.
So speaking of the quarterback, Underdahl and Hartley, they've been a dynamic duo so far this year. And without giving it away, obviously, what are some things that you plan on doing to maybe limit their production this week?
Obviously, we want to pressure the quarterback, and we want to be very physical with Hartley, and hopefully throw them off their timing because they do have a very good sense of that.
With your young players on the team, who are some young players on your defense that maybe not too many people know about that are kind of up and coming that you're excited about going into the future?
Well, we brought in some junior players that we're really looking forward to, like Braedy is having a great year, already has 2 interceptions. we have some other guys, Ben Sharp on the corner, who's another junior guy that's came through and has been really good for us. So not really guys right out of high school. The only guy that I can think of is really Nick Daly, who's just been dynamite in pass rush. So he's a guy that we're really looking forward to seeing against the big tackles for Calgary.
Sheldon, thank you very much for taking the time and joining us here on RamsTV, and best of luck on Friday night against Calgary.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Welcome to our Between the Horns segment. Let's get inside the head of safety number 20, Braedy Will. Braedy, thank you for joining me here on RamsTV. Braedy, you've had a terrific start to the season, a couple interceptions, a number of pass breakups, number of tackles. How has the transition been for yourself coming from the CJFL to the CIS? How has it been overall for you so far?
I feel like it's been a pretty smooth transition. Definitely just jumped in and adapted the speed of the game pretty quickly.
When you look at the Calgary Dinos, you weren't in the lineup for the preseason game in Medicine Hat. So when you look at the film of the Dinos, other than underdog to Hartley, what are some things that you were looking out for on Friday night that the Dinos do well?
Well, obviously they're a skill team. They got a lot of good players, and they just go out and execute, and they play how they want to play. So we're just going to have to out-execute them, and I think talent-wise, I think we match up to them very well. I don't think that'll be a problem at all.
So, Braedy, third question is always about something other than football, so I got to ask you. I think we all know that you probably have the best beard on the Regina Rams. So if you were to challenge one of your teammates out there to grow a beard like you, which teammate would you call out? You're on live RamsTV. What do you say?
Jeff Prop for sure, just because he's the only other ginger bearded guy.
Well, Braedy, thank you a lot for joining us here on RamsTV, and best of luck on Friday night against the Calgary Dinos. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I am with receiver Mitch Picton, number 6. Thank you for joining me here on RamsTV, Mitch. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome start of the season so far, Mitch. You have 22 receptions, 270 yards, 4 touchdowns. You have at least 1 touchdown in every game so far this season. But I think one thing that's not really shown on the stat sheet that you do relatively well that I've noticed is your knack of breaking tackles. It seems like you're a slippery guy to bring down. Like, can you explain this to me? How come you're so difficult to bring down? Like, do you have like lotion on your arms, or what's going on out there?
No, I don't know. There's no lotion or anything. That's actually Riley Wilson.
Yeah,
He takes care of that for us. But no, I guess it's just trying to make something happen with the ball once I get it in my hands, and making guys miss and trying to do a little something extra after the catch.
Calgary Dinos are in town Friday night. Always a tough game when Calgary comes to town. What do you guys got to do? I know it's a repetitive question, but it's one that needs to be asked. What do you guys need to do on offense to come away with your 3rd straight victory against the 2nd-ranked team in the country?
Well, obviously we need to execute our game plan that our coaches are putting in place, right? We need to sustain drives, keep our defense off the field, and we know we think we have a pretty good idea what they're going to bring at us. So we're going to have to win one-on-one battles as receivers, and I don't know. It's going to be a grind. It's going to be a big game, and it should be exciting. Mitch,
have you been watching RamsTV the last few weeks? Do you know like the format kind of thing?
I think I saw week 1.
Well, now this is my time to ask you my number 3rd question, which is always not about football. We want to relax a bit. So my question to you is, with that said, let's talk ice cream, okay? So if you got to design and create your own blizzard and bring it to the big board, right, and be like, man, this blizzard right here, you'll sell millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Give me your recipe. What would that blizzard be like? What would it be called too?
Well, it's nothing too crazy, but I think one of my favorites actually is just score, and you put the cone dip that we use to dip our cones with the ice cream. You put that in the blizzard, and I think that might be a little secret to success. That's a little hidden gem. You
know, I like the sounds of that, Mitch. You know, Mitch, thank you for taking the time and joining me here on RamsTV, and as always, best of luck on Friday against the Dinos.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for watching RamsTV, brought to you by Desjardins Securities. A big football game coming up on Friday night at Mosaic Stadium. The number 2 ranked team in the country, the Calgary Dinos, are in town to take on the Regina Rams. This is the first time since 2012 that the Rams have been in the top 10. 2012 was also the last time the Rams picked up a victory over the Calgary Dinos. A little bit of good karma there. So come on out, football fans. It's going to be a great football game. Kickoff at 7 p.m. at Mosaic Stadium. Until next week, I am your host, Sean Kleisinger.